Mr. Manoj, you can start. Audience will come.
Uh,
That's the
yeah,
time
okay,
actually.
sir.
Yeah.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Good evening, everyone present here. I am delighted to welcome you all to the South Indian Biomedical Industrial Conference 1.0, proudly presented by ATHEENAPANDIAN Private Limited in collaboration with Biomedos and Phobias Biomedical. I call upon Ms. Dhanusha, Biomedical Trainer from ATHEENAPANDIAN Private Limited, to introduce our chief guest.
Thank you, sir. It is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Muhammad Yazin, sir. He is currently service engineer at Military Electronics in Chennai, where he has been making and remarkable strides in the biomedical engineering field over the 3 years. He earned his Bachelor of Engineering in Biomedical Engineering from Sedu Institute of Technology, graduating 2021. Prior to his role at Military Electronics, he served as a sales and service engineer at Aleph Medical Devices, where he specialized in respiratory and cardiology equipment. His expertise and commitment to advancing healthcare technologies, embracing the spirit of innovation that we can celebrate today. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Muhammad Yazin, sir, to share his valuable thoughts. Welcome you, sir.
Sir, I think your voice is mute, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Now am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir. Thank you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
are
Yes,
audible.
yes. No, you are audible, sir. You are good. You can proceed now.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. You can proceed, sir.
I didn't get your voice.
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Sir, am I audible to you, sir, now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank the team of Adina Pandian for conducting this wonderful event. It's a South Indian Biomedical Conference 1.0. It's a great honor for me to attend this event because most of the industry experts give a lot of ideas about their ideas. They give many things in the earlier sessions. They shared their ideas, their experience, and many more things they are shared to all the aspirants like you, aspirants like me. It was a great honor for me because I am the one among them to share my experience with you all. So I think I don't need any much of introduction here. Can I move to my topic, sir?
Yes, sir. You can go to my topic, sir.
My screen is visible, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Yeah. Can I get into that?
Yeah, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. Uh, Actually, service engineer role in biomedical field. Actually, in the service engineer, in the biomedical engineering, there are a lot of domains are there. Especially if you are taking biomedical means they have sales engineers, service engineers, and many more domains are there. So first of all, I start with the introduction of biomedical engineering. Biomedical engineering is the application of engineering principles to solve the biological, medical problems for the purpose of improving healthcare. In biomedical engineering, there are a lot of domains. Among the lot of domains, one of the thing is sales engineer. I think you have an idea about the sales engineer, right? Someone please give some response. Thank you. Thank you. So, if you are taking sales engineer will take their products to the market and pitch the doctors and end users to sell the equipments. So, once the sales engineer done his part, later the application engineer and product specialist will come inside the customer's place. Into it, they will elaborate the working functions and the features of the device. Once all the things has big hospitals, wherever you go, registration part will be come to the service engineer. Same like service, not only that the installation process, post sales process will also come under the service engineer. Okay. Then the regulatory affairs. Once we get the product into the market, we have to get some certificates like CE, FDA. In different countries have different certificate process. For example, if you are taking European countries, they ask for a EUC certificates. But if you are taking USA, they ask for FDA certificates. Like that, our country also have some certification. One more thing, clinical engineering or hospital biomedical engineer. The biomedical engineers role in hospital. The biomedical engineers role in the hospital is they once they get the new products, they will test the equipments, they will correct all the documents, they will maintain the documents. If there is any service issue or something, any other thing, they will just get back to the supplier for any service or any other things. So I just move to the roles and responsibilities of the service engineer. Mainly, the service engineer is the sole responsibility for the functioning of the machine. Once the biomedical, once the machine gets any problem or it gets any error, the service engineer's role is to minimize the error to give a smooth function of that machine. Once everything has completed, like sales, application, everything, straightly the service engineer will get into the installation process.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, your voice is a little bit breaking, sir.
Now, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Audible is okay, sir, but voice is little bit breaking, sir. Through the
Okay,
sir.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'll go. If anything is happening, just let me know.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
So installation process will take by the service engineer. They give they will if they have a small product, means the installation part will take some much time. If the if the product is big product like a ventilators or anesthesia or any other heart lung machines, means it will take some time to get complete installation. So it will the installation part will completed by the biomedical. After that, they will make reports like installation reports for the warranty process and many other things. during the installation, they also give the post-sales demo. During the sales pitching time, the salesperson will give the demonstration to the doctors or any technicians like who is in charge. So after completing the installation, the service engineer will provide a training to the end users like staff, nurses, and other technicians. Okay. After post sales demo, then they get into the warranty period. Some companies give for some products they give a 1 year warranty. For some products they give 2 years, 3 years warranty. So they will maintain the warranty period during this warranty time. If any service issue has came or else any preventive maintenance or calibration comes with, the service engineer will get into the customer place. They have to rectify the issue. If they want, in most of the hospitals, they need a preventive maintenance certificate for periodical. Same like if they have any uh, breakdown means they will mostly they will call the service if the machine is under warranty. So the troubleshooting part will taken by the service engineer. Same like PPM, planned preventive maintenance. It may also known as periodical preventive maintenance. So all the equipments need some preventive maintenance. If for example, if we are taking our mobile phones, we will do some maintenance process by cleaning, by doing other things. Same like our mobile phones, the medical equipments also need some some maintenance. So for the preventive maintenance also, the service engineer will be the sole responsible for that. Then we need to get then the calibration. If you are taking the calibration part, calibration is for accuracy. If you are using the syringe pump or infusion pump or any other higher end devices, the accuracy is very much important because if the accuracy is not correctly delivered means the patient will get sick or anything may happen. So the service engineer will give some concentration to the calibration part also. The calibration mostly will take place every year, once in a year. So then have a AMC part and CMC part, then warranty claims and all. Then what is the troubleshooting? Troubleshooting, it is a systematic approach to problem solving that is often used to find and correct issues with the complex machines, electronics, computers, and software systems. Troubleshooting is nothing but it is a service issue. Sometimes if you are facing any error with the application or some other things means it is also not troubleshooting. Once the service engineer, if the hospital biomedical engineer calls the service engineer and tell him about the exact error they are facing, then the service engineer will get into the hospital. Then they will do the rectification part. That is known as the troubleshooting. And one more thing, if the service engineer, whenever the service engineer when getting to the hospital for the service purpose, the first thing they have to check the power cord connection. In most of the cases, the sisters will not look into that. Mostly, sometimes they will not switch on the switches. Sometimes they will not connect the power cords correctly. So that time they simply called company person as company person to tell that machine is simply not working. I don't know the reason. So first the thing, whenever we get into the hospital, first the thing we need to check the power connections of that power cord, whether the switch is on or off, or the power cord connected well or not. Then everything is fine means we move to the fuse part. If most of the products have fuses, so if you check the fuses also, we can get an idea whether the problem is with the application or some other parts. Then the service engineer will be able to check the voltage of the current. Most probably in our country, mostly supplied 230 volts current only. So the service engineer will know to check the voltage of the current. If the voltage will get higher means the fuses will get damaged. Then the circuit will shut down. So the service engineer is ready to able to check the voltage also. Then everything is looks fine. Means then they move to the accessories part. For small equipments, they don't concentrate on the accessories part. But if they move into the higher end machines like ventilators and anesthesia parts and some other things like patient monitors. Uh, in that cases, sometimes the accessories will have an issue. So we have to rectify the issue step by step. Then only we can have an idea. We can have an idea that whether which part have an issue. Then everything looks fine. Still the error remains. Means we need to go to PCBs. PCB is nothing but a small boards. Sometimes most of the equipments doesn't have PCBs. Mostly they have SMPS, but they have like some sensors. In some cases, that lower end machines have PCBs, but the higher end machines have only that sensors and SMPS alone. So then what is PPM? It is a proactive maintenance strategy that involves regularly scheduled inspection services and repair to keep equipment and machinery in working condition. So the sole responsible for the biomedical, the service engineer in the preventive maintenance is they have to maintain the equipment. They have to inspect the equipment whether everything is good or not, whether the machine is in a working condition or not. So the sole responsible for the service engineer uh, uh, will take the working part of that machine. When to do PM? Most of the manufacturers recommended some time intervals for the PMs. In some cases, the manufacturer will not recommend any time interval for the PPM. Means then the hospital biomedical engineers need the certificate. I mean the PPM preventive maintenance reports periodically, because they have to maintain the data in their hospital records. So they ask for the PM reports for every 3 months once or 6 months once. Most probably they ask for 3 months once. In a year they will, in a year a service engineer will do like four preventive maintenance. Then calibration part. Calibration is nothing. Calibration is a process that compare a device output to known standard to ensure that the device is producing accurate result. Earlier I told that it is nothing but accuracy. The calibration is done to maintain the accuracy of that machine. If the accuracy will not deliver correctly, means then there will be a problem to both the machine and the end user also. So why calibration is needed? Calibration is important because the accuracy of instrument decreases over a time due to wear and tear, electrical and mechanical shocks, and environmental conditions. Because of the environmental conditions and the maintenance process and many more things, the accuracy will vary. For example, if you are supplying a machine with 100% calibration, accuracy means within a year or within 6 months, its accuracy will reduce to some plus or some -2 or -3. Like then it will come to 97, 98. Then if you take a year, means it will reduce some more amount. So then we move to the AMC part. So annual maintenance contract. Annual maintenance contract is an agreement between the service provider and the owner of the machine. If somebody buy a machine from the company, once their warranty period gets completed, then they enter into the AMC. Some hospitals enter into AMC, some hospitals enter into CAMC. So the AMC part will take if you are taking the AMC means they will pay only for the labor. If you are doing a service alone, if you are doing a service, if you go for a service, if you go for a check the machine, for that part and all they will pay for you. They will not pay for that spare parts. Same like AMC, CAMC have the service agreement between the service provider and the owner of the equipment. In the CAMC, you can have both the charges. For labor also, you will get a charge. For spare parts also, you will get a charge. So most of the companies go into the AMC part. Most of the hospitals they want the CAMC. because for the hospitals, CMC is the best one to do, because if they are go for an AMC means they have to spend two types of amount, one for service and another one for spare parts. But they enter into the CAMC means they pay single time. Once they paid the charges, means they will do both the things, both lab service and spare parts changes. So whether the machine is under warranty means many more things are there. If the machine is not working, if the machine have any issue with the manufacturing defect means, they have to make a warranty claim to the manufacturing company. Many companies have different things like a warranty claim. Some companies they have a separate portal for warranty. Some companies they need in Excel sheets. Some companies need some other things. So the responsibility of the service engineer for the warranty machines is also they have to claim the warranty from the manufacturer. Then the skills required for the service engineer. First of all, every service engineer will need to understand the basic working principle of the machine, whatever the machine, whether it is a patient monitor or ECG or any other machine. First, they have to understand the working principle of the machine. Then only they will have some idea about the service. Without knowing the basic principle of the machine means, they will not get any idea to how to do a service for that machine. Sometimes the issue with the batteries, sometimes the issue will come with the main boards, sometimes the issue come with accessories. So they have to understand the principles of that machine means they will easily come to know whether which part have an issue. Then the service engineer will know how to use the multimeters. If you are taking service engineer part in biomedical engineering, the usage of multimeter is very important. Wherever the service engineer will go for the service, the multimeter is the very important thing for the service. It is used to check the voltage of the AC current, also the DC current, and many more ohms, many more things. So the service engineer will be an expert in the usage of multimeter. Then the service engineer will know how to do a soldering. In earlier days, we have a single layer boards. So at that time, we will just do a service in the boards. Then we will replace the same board. But nowadays, we have a multi-layer boards. So in most of the cases, they just simply replace the board. They don't go for any service because in multi-layer boards, sometimes it will damage other components also. So mostly they will go for a board replacement. But the service engineer will know how to do a soldering, because soldering is not only useful in the board thing, they also use it in their house and many more things. The soldering part will help the service, not only service engineer, all the people. And then the service engineer will know to identify the components, because lot of electronic components are there, like resistors, capacitors, transistors. So the service engineer will know how to identify the components. First, they have an idea about the components. Then only they will know about the parts. Then they can easily do the service when by observing the part which have an issue. Then the last thing the biomedical service engineer should know is the basic operations of Microsoft Office. So like Excel, Word, and PPT, whatever comes under Microsoft Office, they have some basic knowledges, because earlier I told that some companies need a warranty claim in the Excel format, some companies need in a PDF or a Word format. So whatever they ask, they are ready to do with that Microsoft Office. Whether if they go for any conference like this or any other presentation, they they're ready. they able to know how to make a PPT, how to make other things. So moreover that the service job is more than a job, then it's a traveling. Uh, if you are if you are a travel lover means, then the service engineering job will a suitable thing for you. If you are taking a company, for example, if I have a company in South India, but I supplied equipments to entire India means, I don't I will not I will not uh, hiring so much of service engineers. So I'll hiring only little much of engineers. Then I'll try to make do all the works by that engineers. So at that time they will have a they will have to they will have to experience the travel part also. So more than a job in service engineering field, you can more than a job, you can have a travel part in this service engineering field. Then sales may go up and down, but service remains constant. This is the service engineer's motto, I think so. Because yes, sometimes the sales will get higher, sometimes the sales will reduce. But if you are giving a constant service means, uh, definitely the sales will come. Yeah, definitely the end users, the customers will get to you whenever they require anything. So this is the service engineers motto, I think. Sales may go up and down, but service remains constant. Yeah, that's all with my presentations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for so much for your lovely presentation, sir. And then we are lots to know about the sales service engineer, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It is very helpful for the students to know about the service field, sir. Sir, what's your suggestion about the most of the freshers are omitting the service engineer, sir? Can you give some of the ideas to the young budding engineers, sir?
Yeah, actually, why nowadays more
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Sir, I think your voice is not audible, sir.
sir, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir.
Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. Actually, I have some issue with my internet. That's why.
No, sir, no problem, sir.
Yeah. Actually, why? Because most of the youngsters omitting the service part because they will not get that much of pay in the service fee. When compared to the application or sales or regulatory, the pay will bit lesser than that. That's why most of the people omitting the service engineer role. But in my experience, it will be the traveling job. You will explore many more places, many more things. Because once you get into other places to explore something, you will gain lot of knowledges. Not only in the field, you will get a lot of knowledges in all the things. So it is not a bad one to choose. So I suggest the youngsters to select the service engineer role also. So, any more questions, sir?
No, sir. Participants, if you have any doubts, kindly ask to the sir or put it in the chat box.
If anybody have any doubt, just raise your questions. I try to answer. So, I think nobody have any doubts with this. I think so.
Yeah, sir. Everyone clear with your complete presentation, sir. And then,
Okay.
sir, and then there is two more
I
questions,
see
sir.
one doubt. Calibration troubleshooting. So I don't doubt calibration troubleshooting difference. Yeah, actually troubleshooting is the complete service part. Whether the calibration is the it's accuracy, but if you are taking calibration, you will do uh, you do calibration while the machine is under the working condition. Troubleshoot means whether the machine is not able to use at that time you are doing the work, that is called troubleshooting. Is it clear for you? In Kalyani. How to be a service engineer? Kindly explain the career pathway. Uh, how to be a service engineer? Kindly explain the career pathway. It's nothing but if you are a ATHEENAPANDIAN Biomedical Group, have any contact with any service company means you just attend the service engineer interview, then you will get into the pathway. So my kind advice to all the youngsters: don't omit anything, whether it is the sales or service or application part. Try to get into all. If once you get into it, you will know whether it is suitable for you or not. Without getting into it, you don't have any idea about anything. So my kind advice here is, if you have an opportunity to take part in sales or service or application or regulatory or hospital biomedical, uh, try to uh, try to take everything. Try to participate in all the things. Then you will have some ideas.
Thank you, sir. And then another one question is there, sir, in the chat box.
Yes.
If a service engineer I prefer means what will do?
Actually, I can't get your question, Kalyan. Kalyan. If service engineer means what will you do? If you prefer a service engineer, then it's better to get into the service engineer role. Don't get into any other role. So the first thing is, if you like something, if you love something, try to do that one. If you prefer a service engineer role means try to get into it. Don't neglect it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your nice answer, sir. And then participants, if
clear
you
now?
have, yes, sir, clear, sir.
Yeah.
Participants, if you have any other doubts, I think there is no doubts for the participants, sir. Thank you once again, sir.
Okay.
Thank you once again for accepting our invitation, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for providing me this opportunity to give my experience and ideas. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Team of
It's
Arena
our,
Pandya. Thank you.
yeah, sir. It is our pleasure, sir. Happy to meet you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, I call upon Ms. Dhanusha, biomedical trainer from ATHEENAPANDIAN Private Limited, to introduce our next chief guest.
Thank you, sir. It is a privilege to introduce our distinguished Chief Guest, Mr. Jayatira Kaunania, sir, with over 26 years of extensive experience in sales and marketing within the managing medical imaging and the healthcare IT sectors. He currently serves as the National Head of Business Development and Prognosis Medical Systems and Director at Surrounding Health Holistic Elder Care. Holding an MBA in Marketing Management, he has been a visionary leader, successfully launching numerous products and mentoring aspiring professionals in the biomedical field. His expertise span in the wide array of medical imaging technologies, including ultrasound, CT, MRI, and the healthcare software solutions. He is not only a passionate entrepreneur but also a dedicated trainer, speaker, sharing this knowledge and insights in the future leaders in the industry. Today, we are excited to hear Mr. Jayatira Kaundania, sir. He shares his insights on the future of healthcare technology and the importance of medical imaging. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jayatira Kaundania, sir, to share his valuable thoughts. Welcome you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Athena Pandian team, for inviting me for this session. It will be a pleasure and privilege to address this gathering. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yeah. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, sir. Sure, sir. You can share.
Yeah. Yeah. I come with an experience of over 26 plus years experience in the medical imaging industry, handling various medical imaging modalities. Right now, I handle the All India sales and marketing for Prognosis Medical Systems, who are the manufacturers of X-ray and ANCM. So we also export this equipment. Let me start with the introduction of medical imaging. Uh, so, the objective of this session is understanding basics of medical imaging, key players in the medical imaging market, sales and marketing of the medical, how it is done, and careers in the medical imaging, and finally we can go for a Q&A. If you ask me what is the definition of medical imaging, technical process of imaging the interior of a body for clinical analysis. Also, it is used for medical intervention and visual representation of the function of organ. So, in a nutshell, if you ask me what is medical imaging, see, like uh, anything which you want to see inside the body without any intervention, medical intervention, then the medical imaging comes into existence, where you can see almost every organ inside the body, like the kidney, the abdomen, the heart, everything. So, this is where the medical imaging comes into play. Okay. So, why is medical imaging so important? If you ask me, in the medical department or the medical industry, medical imaging plays the most important role because this is the first diagnosis which is done for any type of ailment, like whether you are in pain or you have some issue, including the uh, labor pain, especially the OB-GYN issues. All these things we use the medical imaging. So why is medical imaging important? It is a vital part of confirming any diagnosis. As I told you, medical imaging it is like a backbone of the medical industry, because from here only all the other treatment will start. And it will affect the decisions regarding treatment and future care. And also it will inform the doctor of all the internal problems and it is a key tool for surgeons as an aid in surgical procedures. So these are some of the main important factors why medical imaging is important. In fact, today we are also using medical imaging pain management also. In fact, so also that guided anesthesia we give. That's where medical imaging comes into play. So what are the various modalities in medical imaging? So medical imaging, you might have heard and seen this equipment already since you are already from the biomedical department. There is an X-ray machine. There is ultrasound. What is an X-ray machine? X-ray machine mainly it works on a principle of radiation. That is, how ionizing radiation. When you apply high voltage, there is a something called X-ray tube where there is a cathode and anode. So when you apply high voltage, this uh, fills out the X-ray. That is where the X-ray is used on the human body, especially to image any bony structure or something. We use X-ray. Okay. Especially this is used more into orthopedic, especially for the fractures, chest X-rays. Especially recently in COVID, if you see, X-ray played a very important role to find out whether it was COVID positive or not. So that is one of the basic diagnostic tool in the medical imaging is X-ray, because it is the cost wise also it is lesser, and most of the things happens very smooth. Today in the digital world it is very smooth. But then comes the ultrasound. Ultrasound, it uses very high frequency sound waves to make an image of a person's internal body. So this is again a non-invasive technique. Whereas in X-ray, you have the danger of getting exposed to radiation. So if you get exposed to too much of radiation, also is risky. But whereas ultrasound is concerned, there is no side effects of ultrasound because it uses ultrasound technology. Only some heat is formed. Otherwise, there is no problem. How many ever ultrasound scans you can do it on a human body, it doesn't affect. Mainly, ultrasound this is used mainly to all the internal wherever there is a soft tissue, or maybe as I told you, the pregnancy detection in 3 trimester scan we call. See, in earlier days, what used to happen when there was no ultrasound? Everything was done on trial and error. For example, you might have seen lots of children who used to have this slip or even a small heart anomaly and everything. Until the baby is born, you will not even know whether the baby is healthy or not. But with the help of ultrasound today, even you can find out everything. Any issue with the baby, you can easily find out. And there is also the technology where they have treated the baby inside the womb itself. So that is the type of technology. That is how ultrasound helps the doctor. And ultrasound is used vastly in every hospital because it can take care of everything in the cardiology, the application of cardiology, the vascular, regular ultrasound, gynecology, OB-GYN, everything it takes care. So that's why the ultrasound is one of the most widely used, and it is also a smaller equipment compared to the other equipment. So it is easy to install. It is a plug and play device, and so ultrasound is more popular when compared to the other all imaging modalities. So normally, any hospital you go, an X-ray and ultrasound is the most, well, it's easy to install, and the investment also is low. Then we have something called mammography. Mammography you should all be knowing. This is mainly used for breast screen scanning, mainly for cancer, breast cancer. And then we have bone densitometry. Bone densitometry mainly again for women health, where you can find out the density of the bone in any human body. So you can find out whether their bones are weak or strong. Based on that, they can, especially there are lots of issues like osteoporosis and all the things in humans. So there the bone densitometer plays a very important role. Then we have something called TIAM machine. This again it uses an X-ray as a main density. It is mainly used in all the it is mainly used for surgery. It is a fluoroscopy device where it is used in major surgeries like orthopedic, urology, gastroenterology, all these different applications. TIAM is used. Then we have CT scanners. CT scanners is nothing but compressed tomography. Again, it uses X-ray based. So whichever we are not able to do in X-ray, that is shifted to CT because here the whole body can be scanned at a single time. Whereas in X-ray, for each state you have to keep on scanning one by one, and then you have to see. So that it takes time, and especially when the deeper pictures or maybe a X-ray of a brain and all, it will be very tough to find them. This is where when we use CT. The CT can take in different angles and it can happen faster, and the whole body can be scanned at a much faster rate, and you will get more information. That's why CT is used. Okay, it is again, but the basic is again X-ray only. It has X-ray tube. CT also has X-ray tube. Then we have MRI machine. It's called magneto resonance imaging, which uses magnet as the main principle. This is used next to the CT. Like whenever you are not able to, especially if there is still the brain and wherever you need more detail, then normally it is recommended for MRI. The advantage of MRI is there is no basic of the X-ray here because there is no X-ray tube here. There is more of MRI. Only thing you have to take care is since it is a very high-end magnet, you have to be very careful when scanning with the metals and also not be nearby. Even the patient should not be wearing any metals. Then we have a cath lab. Cath lab is again a small, higher end form of the CM, what I showed you earlier. It is mainly used in the cardiology system, mainly to do the angio. You must have heard of angiography. That's where cath lab comes into existence. Here also X-ray is the main principle. But it is a high-end CM where you can do all the angio and everything based on this. And based on this only they can find out whether there is a artery block or what, so that they can take that treatment. Then we have nuclear medication imaging and PET machines. The nuclear and the PET machines are mainly used for the cancer treatment and cancer detection. So this again, PET CT, if you see, there again a part CT, but there is one more proton emission tomography we know. So this helps in especially scanning of cancer or any tissue. And last but not the least, see, these are one of medical imaging is not such a small field where I can finish it off in half an hour or 1 hour. It is a very vast field. Each product itself needs one day to explain. But since we have a time constraint, I am just giving you a brief of the major products in the imaging. If there are any doubts or later on, always you can uh, uh, write to me or something, I can always help you out. Not a problem. So lithotripsy is again another type of imaging where they use either CM or ultrasound to guide, especially in treating kidney stone. So if you want to break a bigger kidney stone or something, then they use this lithotripsy where it uses the form of laser to break the kidney stone into smaller pieces and then it comes out of the urinary tract. So far, any questions? These are some of the modalities what we are talking about. In this, there are different models, different applications. Based on the application, the model changes. Based on the configuration, it can be planned according to the which hospital, diagnostic center, small centers, bigger hospitals. So these things we can configure. Okay. So any questions so far? Okay. Otherwise, we'll go in the end. We'll go for Q&A. We'll go to the next slide. So, if you ask me who are the key players in this medical imaging field, some very major players are there in this field. That is GE Healthcare, Philips Healthcare, Hitachi, Mindray, Samsung Healthcare, Scanray, Allenger, then Prognosis, of course, which I head the company, Fujifilm, and many more. These are just some of the main players what I've and some of them are most of them are Indian companies are like Allenger Medical System is a Indian company who has a factory in and they are very huge. They're a 30-year-old company who are only into medical imaging equipment. Fuji is a Japanese company. Scanray is again an Indian company. So these are some of the key players in the medical imaging field. And also we have something called imaging software, which also is part of the medical imaging. In medical imaging, what happens when you can transfer all these images to a bigger server or you can remotely access the images, for which we use something called PAC, picture archiving communication system. This is a software where you can retrieve, store, or share the images, report also online. So this plays a very huge role today because since everyone are moving to digital, so fact plays a very important role to play in the medical imaging field. Then we have something called DICOM.
Sir,
DICOM is
one
common.
question is there, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
you are sharing a screen or something you can share, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, you can share a screen or just you can explain, sir.
I can do whatever, whichever you feel better. If you want me to only explain, I can explain also.
No, sir. Participant, someone the screen is not visible to you, sir.
Not visible? Screen is not visible, is it?
Yeah,
Sharing
sir.
the
Just
screen,
you
no?
can.
You are not able to see my screen?
Yeah, sir.
You are able to see my screen?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Till now you are not able to see?
No, sir. We are just you can speak to something like this, sir. We didn't see
Okay.
or
So
anything
without
like that.
sharing only can I speak?
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. Like.
Okay. Okay. So, but you are able to hear me, I am audible, right?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, sorry if there was some technical snag, maybe you might not able to see my screen. Anyway, I'll share the PowerPoint later with the ATHEENAPANDIAN team so they can share
Okay,
it
sir.
with the
Sure, sir.
people who are interested. Okay. So, image management software, what I was talking about, so that is another product as it is where it can be used to communicate with different modalities of the medical imaging as which we explained till now. Okay. And then comes the government regulation. See, most of this equipment has some government regulation. Like there is something called PCPNDT, especially for ultrasound, without which you will not be able to use any ultrasound. That is a strict rule from the government of India. You have to register yourself on PCPNDT. Then for all the X-ray products, you have to register under AERB. Okay, AERB is Atomic Energy Research Board. So every X-ray which is used has to be registered under that. Right? Then, if you come to the careers in medical imaging, I think just before me there was one speaker who spoke for the biomedical engineering, that is service engineer. Yes, of course, here also we need service engineers to support all this equipment, and then you have lots of opportunities in sales. And there's something very special requirement here for application engineers. Application engineers are the ones who demonstrate this equipment, pre and post sale demo with clinical details to the doctor. So that is one very big role they can play in the imaging field. Then of course we have radiographers who operate all this X-ray equipment. There are courses in radiography. And technologists. Technologists means who operate all the CT and MRI. So there is a wide scope here in the medical imaging to work on. You can also work as a sonographer, radiation therapist, ultrasound technician, product executive, all this. Then, of course, the key drivers for sale will be, especially when you are looking at imaging equipment, the image quality plays a very important role here. So, any equipment which you have to sell, the image quality plays the most important role. If the image quality is good, it is people are how it is. Okay. And the target customers for this is all radiologists, hospitals, radiology diagnostic centers, maternity centers, cardiologists, anesthesists, orthopedic surgeons, then pain management specialists. These are some of the target customers which we are looking at. So this is some of the basics of medical imaging. As I told you, I will not be able to cover the whole thing because it's a very vast subject. But whatever I could do in this limited time, I have tried my best to give you a gist of medical imaging. Uh, so I am always available for any support, any news. You can always get in touch with me. I can answer your questions. And now, if there are any Q&A, I'll definitely be able to answer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable session on the variable imaging techniques, sir. Thank you once again, sir. Participants, if you have any doubts, kindly ask to the sir or put it in the chat box.
And I will tell you.
Participants, if you have any doubts, kindly put it in the chat box. Sir have a very busy schedule.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I have one query, sir. So,
Yeah, tell me.
what kind of advanced imaging techniques are using in current imaging modalities, sir, particularly in CT and MRI? So, so much of filters are nowadays are going, but currently, what type of the techniques are using, sir? Can you share about your experience, sir?
Yeah, see, technique as such, the basic remains the same in the X-ray. Okay, only thing is technology has improved, the products have become more cost effective. See, if you ask me CT, today there are more than 500 slides and 1,000 slides CTs available in the market. So the only advantage will be it becomes very fast. The imaging becomes very fast, and in imaging one thing you always remember, as and when the speed is faster, the image quality also improves because there is less intervention or less motion artifacts to the patient. So this is the main advantage. And most importantly, everything has one benefit. So everything is available on your mobile or on cloud or anything. That is the major technology. What if you ask me, what is the improvement in technology? And today, every other thing can be in the medical imaging using all these modalities. I think you will be able to find out every type of anomaly or any problem, and it is very easy to even many times it is also used to treat the patient with the help of this, as I told you, they use in anesthesia, some guided anesthesia. Then we also give contrast in some cases. So angiogram, all this is done with the guidance of our imaging system. And every day it is evolving. It has become smaller now because earlier medical equipment were quite huge. Now it is becoming much smaller for even X-ray. Recently we have developed one X-ray which is a hand-held X-ray which is weighing only 3 kg, which can work on a battery. Okay, so this is the type of technology which we are reaching. The CT and MRI also today there are portable CTs available, which can be taken to the bedside. That is a battery operated CT, which was not even heard of earlier. So it can go in the patient list easily. So that is also one of the biggest application today means upgrade what has happened in the technology. Could I answer? Was I able to answer your question, Mohammed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, and then one more question is there in the chat box, sir. Sir, can you give me a detailed explanation about and its current affairs nanotechnology?
See, nanotechnology, as I told you today, you see, nanotechnology is what? We are making it more compact. The equipments are becoming more compact. The electron is what you are using inside. It's much becoming smaller. See, if you see 25, 30 years, if you use an ultrasound, there were around 11 boards inside, 11 different boards. So servicing was a major issue. The equipment was quite bulky. It was more than 250 kg. Today, an ultrasound is weighing only 80 kg and maximum it has 3 boards inside. And you have portable ultrasound which looks like a laptop. So this how the current affairs are, and this will further drive on. It will become much smaller and smaller, and it will more become digital. All this analog things will be most of the places it is gone actually. Even if you see, even the surgery we are using robotics. You might have heard of it already. So that's how the medical technology is using nanotechnology inside that. Today, and AI is playing a very important role in medical technology today. I think every other medical equipment is coming with the AI feature. But if you want a detailed explanation, but nanotechnology is a very vast subject. I don't think I'll be able to answer, give a full detailed explanation in this session at least. Any other questions?
I think there is no question, sir.
No problem. You can always get back to me if anyone has doubts on the medical imaging. I'll be more than happy to answer.
Okay, sir, sure, sir. Thank you for your valuable answer to the participant, sir. And then thank you once again for accepting our invitation, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I wish you all of you the very best in your future. I think it is a good career you have selected. I think you will all do well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Next, I call upon Ms. Dhanusha, biomedical trainer from ATHEENAPANDIAN Private Limited, to introduce our next chief guest.
Thank you, sir. It is my honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Harsha Singh, a dynamic professional in the field of biomedical engineering. She is currently serves as AVP at Generative, where she leads an innovative product management and strategies aimed at enhancing the healthcare outcomes with a strong foundation in biomedical engineering from Vishwaraya Technological University. She has successfully transited from engineering to product management roles, making a significant contribution at renowned organization. Her expertise in healthcare management solution, clinical training, and the development of patient-centric technologies. She is passionate about the driving advancement in the healthcare and has a provoking track record of collaborating with a diverse team to deliver the impactful solution. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Harsha Singh ma'am to share his thoughts. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, thank you, Biomedical Athena, for inviting me and taking me through this webinar. So thanks a lot, Dhanushya. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right for that introduction. I would like to just share my screen. Please give me a minute. Dhanushya, is my screen visible? Am I able to share my screen?
No, ma'am, your screen is not visible, ma'am.
Just give me a minute, please. Is the screen visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
Thank you. So just a moment, I'll start. Has the slideshow started?
Yes, ma'am, it's on. Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Just a second. Okay, first of all, again, I would be very happy to share that there are so many people who are attending this webinar for such an informative session. So whatever experience and knowledge what they have already spoken about me and shared, with that I would want to just give a few slides on what exactly is the role of a biomedical engineer in the future of healthcare and how we as biomedical engineers play a very important and vital role in the innovations and the opportunities that is rapidly evolving in the field of biomedical engineering. So first of all, when we look at, we always ask ourselves, what are we as biomedical engineers? So whenever we want to introduce or I talk about myself, I would always want to tell that I'm the representative who's bridging the gap between the healthcare and the technology, which is actually the ultimate goal of enhancing patient care, which is equally noble to what the doctors are by treating the patients. And we as biomedical engineers stand up and strive to make sure that the healthcare and the technology join hands together so that we provide the best care facilities for the patients at point of care and also during their treatment. So as biomedicals, we play very important core responsibilities. So these core responsibilities just do not bring in playing actively, but also shaping the future of healthcare by developing, innovating, bringing in technology and solutions that are addressing which are pressing medical challenges. And apart from that, we look into the other core responsibilities like design and development of new technologies. So as a biomedical engineer, design and development of a wider range of medical devices from pacemakers to prosthetics to image equipments and also surgical robots, we are present everywhere. Then with the research background as a biomedical, as a part of biology and medicine, we are here in creating biomaterials, developing biocompatible materials that can be used for creating artificial organs, tissues, scaffolds, and drugs, and many more delivery systems, which we are up to see. We also collaborate with physicians, scientists, and other healthcare professionals from end to end and play a very important pivotal role to ensure the safety, efficiency, and regulatory compliances of all the devices and the systems in the emerging hospitals and healthcare sectors. So, as the future of biomedical engineering in the healthcare, there are many emerging roles that keep coming in every aspect or the new introductions in every sector when it comes to the biomedical. So here, if we look at the current role of a biomedical engineer and the emerging roles of the biomedical engineer, our current responsibility, we work as collaborations and collaborative with the doctors, nurses, and other medical professionals to create the technology which actually emphasize on playing important assuring optimal services as well as performance platforms. So when we look at these emerging technologies and transforming healthcare at an unpredicted rate, the digital health tool like wearable devices, AI, diagnostic devices, biotechnology, and regenerative medicines are opening up its new sectors. So the collaborative approach of us as a biomedics or BMEs working alongside of multidisciplinary teams to advance patient-centered healthcare solutions. So we should always appreciate the approach that we as biomedical engineers are driving through the development of not just from device but also to the extremities of enhancing these systems to the ultimate to deliver success deliverables so that the patient gets the utmost care as relevant and when the treatment is required. So when we look at role of a biomedical engineer in the medical device innovation, we will continue to drive innovations in the devices that we are, but also focusing on miniaturizing of devices, bioelectronics, and also the next generation of implants and prosthetics. These advancements will enable more personalized treatments and less invasive procedures, improvising patient recovery times and outcomes. So, we are not just here to add on to the innovation, but also bring in the importance of the innovation, driving efficiency and improving the quality of care through the cutting edge technologies which we focus on. So when we look at the technology advancements which are driven by the healthcare evolution, there is very much involvement of the artificial intelligence and machine learning in healthcare. So we as biomedical engineers are playing a pivotal role again in this by integrating AI and machine learning into healthcare. There are many AI-driven diagnostics that can analyze medical data faster and more accurately than humans, offering earlier and more precise diagnosis. Predictive analytics powered by AI can forecast potential health crises, helping doctors make more informed decisions. So, as a part of this, we are also working on robotics and automation, which is assisting the surgeries, rehabilitation, and the patient care. Along with this, we are also providing home healthcare services through telemedicine and IoTs. So here we are having real-time monitoring, remote surgeries, as well as patient tracking systems, which are all enabled by the act and presence of a biomedical engineer who again bridges the gap between the healthcare professionals and bring in technology to serve the patients for the better quality and better results for better recovery and wearing soon. So when we look at biomedical engineers nowadays, we have vast space even in medicine. So out of which, when we look at this regenerative medicine, we might have to look at the specific roles that we play in this particular field and add on to the facilities that have been enhanced as a part of this regenerative segment. So as biomedical engineers in regenerative segment, there is importance of tissue engineering, which is a very blooming topic right now in this particular field. And along with this, we have stem cell research, organ regeneration, biomaterials development for prosthetic and organ replacements. Apart from that, we also have 3D bioprinting, which are the common cutting edge innovations in biomedical engineers, which are contributing to enhance patient service much more better. By combining engineering principles with biology, science, they are developing new ways to regenerate damaged tissues and organs. Stem cell research is another area where their expertise is crucial, offering a new treatment avenues for previously untreatable conditions as well. So as an impact, we biomedical engineers, that is BMEs, contribute an advancement in the healing damaged tissues and also creating bioengineered organs. Also, when we look at artificial intelligence, when it comes to personalized medicines and the future outlook of it, we should be also focusing on here as integrating the AI and machine learning into healthcare. It also gives us the driven analysis of medical data faster and more accurately than any other available resource. The predictive analytics that is powered by these can forecast a potential health crisis, helping doctors make more information, more confirmed and asserted decisions. So when we look at personalized medicine, that itself plays a very close connection and also help we as biomedical engineers to have connected connections with our patients, also improvise the future of healthcare in personalized way, wherein biomedical engineers are crucially in a tailoring treatments to individual patients by using data from the genomics, wearable devices, and patient records, which is playing a very important role in our day-to-day access of data. This allows for more effective treatment with fewer side effects. However, challenges such as privacy, concerns and data management must be addressed. So, as biomedical engineers, we are playing a very key vital role here in analyzing genetic data and developing patient-specific treatments, but at the same time, also protecting and providing security and secure information and keeping the patient as well as the patient records, which is both the EHR as well as EMRs, intact without having any interference of medical legality, and at the same time creating an increased interdisciplinary collaboration with creating more effective and accessible healthcare. So when we look at the conclusion, these were a few fields where I see as biomedical engineers, we may be facing challenges, but despite we have seen advancements, the biomedical engineering facing significant navigation complexes, regulatory environments addressing ethical concerns around emerging technologies, but still there are hands open up with doors opening quality both in AI and managing, which at cost will associate with all medical innovations, balancing the innovations with accessibility and ethical considerations, bringing in biomedical engineers to have good connect and look at the future with increased take-ons and roles that emerges with multiple departments, research, collaborations, and also bringing engineers and the healthcare providers together as technologists, which will be very important and bring in a crucial wave in the next advancement of healthcare. The global impact of these innovations are always reshaping the healthcare, and we as biomedical engineers are here to deliver and improve the outcomes for millions of people. At the end, I would just like to say that we as biomedical engineers are vital to the future of healthcare. Their work is transforming the way we diagnose, treat, and manage the healthcare conditions. As the technology continues to advance, our contributions and our innovations will definitely lead to effective, personalized, and accessible healthcare solutions for all. Thank you. Any questions or anything else which I need to discuss on any particular topics? We can be open.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you for your valuable information regarding the future of healthcare requires the biomedical engineering importance, ma'am. So participants, if you have any queries, can ask to the ma'am, or else you can put it in the chat box. So participants, if you have any queries, you can ask now. The ma'am is waiting for you.
Ma'am, there is one more question, ma'am.
Is it in the chat?
Telemedicine importance and the surgical robotics, ma'am. Telemedicine importance.
So telemedicine importance for us as biomedical engineers is currently very effective and efficient because we as biomedical engineers have always been looked upon only taking care of medical devices and the technology or the product adaptation behind. But apart from that, when you look at telemedicine, that is something which is growing over the period of time, especially during the COVID and post COVID. You've seen what kind of wave has the whole world looked at it. So, delivering the healthcare services at the distance or over and above where we can reach on time, it has become so important that it is increasing very importantly in the recent years. So, for biomedical engineers, the presence of telemedicine is both like a challenge as well as an opportunity. But when you look at opportunity, we would be feeling more reliable and secured because through telecommunications, we can create the infrastructure and also remotely give attention to the patients whenever required. So, we as biomedical engineers, since we have the knowledge of both a medical and the medical terminologies as well as knowing the technology of the devices that can reach out to them, will actually remove all the hurdles. But yes, we might have to face few hurdles like the regulatory hurdles, where we need to know what exactly are the navigations that are varying or regulations and standards that are across different geographies. But keeping all this, the kind of quality of care that we will be able to provide by maintaining the same level of quality that is in-person consultation would be also as equal to what you can provide through telemedicine. So over and above, it helps us to improve the access to healthcare, and we as biomedical engineers can expand our access through this particular department so that we can reach out to both healthcare professionals as well as patient coordinators with the patient to understand the requirement and what kind of facility is the patient at most needed for, right? So as like when you see for biomedical engineers with this background, you might have to look at the expansion of this, explore this opportunity and understand what exactly is the vital requirement of you and your interest in particular segment of telemedicine. And also they have asked about surgical robotics. So surely I will tell you about surgical robotics, but before that I want you to know that now these days as biomedical engineers we have had opportunities even inside the OTs where robotic surgeries takes place. So biomedical engineers not only play the role of the technician to help the doctors during the surgery, but when it comes to robotical surgery, there is the importance over here for us would be the kind of knowledge that we attain from our basics when we are going through trainings in robotic surgeries. It would be more efficient than the healthcare professional who is operating on the patient because they trust us because we know the product, that is the device that they're using, and also we have sufficient knowledge in this particular segment more better than what they have. So when it comes to specifically the safety and the reliability, the kind of risk assessment what we can do as biomedical engineers specifically during the surgery or during the breakdown of these surgical robotic devices or equipments, it's more redundant to be believed through a biomedical rather than a technician who has minimal knowledge about it. So as biomedical engineer for robotics specifically or surgical robotics, it we play a crucial role here, and it is not only just inside the OT but outside also. It comes to development, implementation, and also the advancement of new features. All are mostly addressed by the biomedical engineers. Anything else, Kalyan? Any other questions, Kalyani?
Yes, ma'am. One more question is there, ma'am. Ma'am, surgical robotics used in AI technology is useful for biomedical students to know because it's a biotechnology subject.
So here we can look at that at two different aspects. One is the development, like I already mentioned, the development of this technology as well as the impedance of this technology with AI is surely with biotechnology, but we as biomedical can also have channelized understanding or exploring the segment in development as well as implementing and getting new features. Because here there are a lot of materialistic things included, like in the surgeries, of course, the algorithms play an important role, but at the same time, the extended hardware as well as the extended connections that the expectations are there from a healthcare professional, that would be better understood by a biomedical engineer because we have practically more knowledge than biotechnological background, since we've been on field and off field both in developing the product as well as implementing the product. So when you look at surgical robotics with AI, you can look at two aspects: the hardware, material, implementation, product one side, and the software, the algorithms, the practicality, and the information that they gather during the surgery and post surgery could be handled by them. So you have both opportunities in, you can say, within and without the aspect of focusing exclusively only on AI surgical.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable answer, ma'am. Ma'am, and then another one question is there, ma'am.
Yeah.
What kind of advice you gave to the students for how to learn about robotic surgery technology, operating procedure, and user maintenance behind the device?
Okay. So when as biomedical engineers, the most important part is when you're selecting your electives in your last year of your engineering, or when you're looking at your master's courses, please explore the opportunities or the available courses which is relevant to surgical as well as robotics. And if you have AI also included, would be like a feather in the cap. So while you are exploring, please make sure to look at it in that aspect, right? Apart from that, when you're choosing your elective subjects, please precisely explore the companies that are into these manufacturing of instruments or the devices which is relevant to surgical robotics, because they provide very good platform in not only for you to explore what kind of implementation or what kind of new devices or equipments are being launched or innovated. At the same time, you have a lot of practical learning through their YouTube channels as well as on the website, where they keep posting their improvised videos very regularly. And apart, over and above all, you all have access to LinkedIn, which itself is a big learning space within. So here you will have not only the involvement of the company, but also with the people who are actually working there. When you build connections with them, you gather a good information, join KTs with them, ask for some knowledge transfer sessions, attend their webinars. Even though they're conducting these webinars for the healthcare professionals, you can count yourself completely as an healthcare professional and understand. And if you want to look at it as a course wise, so I would absolutely suggest you to refocus on when you're selecting your electives, and also when you're thinking about your masters, how much focus in which field do you want to focus in.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable answer to the participant, ma'am. And once again, thank you for accepting our invitation, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you all. If anybody has any questions or want to have any discussions, so the Athena team has my LinkedIn, so you can definitely connect, or also they can keep in touch with my email. Thank you all. All the best. Have a bright future.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I call upon Mr. Mohammed Sahil, the training officer and then senior researcher and the biomedical trainer at ATHEENAPANDIAN Private Limited, to introduce our next chief guest.
Thank you, Manoj. It's my honor to invite our next guest speaker, Mr. Shailesh Kantoria, sir. He is a dynamic sales and marketing leader with over 15 years of experience in the medical device industry, specializing in orthopedic implants as the sales head of Neo Surgitic Private Limited, based at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. He has been instrumental in driving revenue growth and fostering successful partnerships across key product areas including trauma, joints, spine, and orthoscopy solutions. Sir, having a deep understanding of market dynamics and a passion for innovation, he has consistently demonstrated his ability to enhance channel partner success and contribute to the growth of cutting edge medical devices. His expertise extends to the strategic positioning of biomedical technology within the medical devices industry, making him a key influencer in the field. Under his leadership, Neosurgetic continues to expand its footprint, providing advanced orthopedic solutions that improve patient outcomes and support healthcare professionals across India. So, once again, we welcome you, sir. It's over to you, sir.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. I think your voice is mute, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Now it is audible, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. And very good evening to my esteemed colleagues, dear students, and respected professionals. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizer of this invitation to speak at this prestigious conference. I'm truly honored to be here today to share my insights on a subject that holds the immense importance to all of us. And my subject will be the role of the biomedical field in the medical devices industries. So, I think my slide is visible to you or not? Hello?
I think no, sir.
Yes. Open refresh. See, how can I share my picture and picture? I already opened my site. Just a minute. Is I'm admin to share my slides over here? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Means is there any what say? Actually, my slide is not visible. Present now.
Sir, you can share option in the Google Meet, sir, and then you can share and then.
Sorry.
Sir, there is the option in the Google Meet, sir.
Okay.
And then already you can open the file means you can just open it, sir. It will show, sir. And then there is the option is a share screen in the Google Meet, sir.
Change layout, full screen, picture, apply visual effects. Means again I have to close the Google Meet?
No, sir. And then there is also a share option in the Google Meet, sir. before the hand raise.
Present now, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Sure, sir.
Present now. Okay. Window share.
And then PPT in the Windows, sir. Yeah, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Now my window is visible.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Now my slide is visible, right?
No, sir. Window only visible, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Where it is? Where it is? Now, still
Yeah,
not.
sir. Now it's clear, sir. Visible, sir.
Now my slide is visible.
Yeah, sir. Sure, sir.
So everyone can show my slides.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir. Visible to
Yes.
everyone, sir.
So let's start. There is one good proverbs that is given by the Mahatma Gandhi that life is if you were to die tomorrow and learn as you were to live forever. So with the help of this proverbs, let's start. So as introduction given to all of you that I am in this field of the medical devices since last 15 years of time, and especially I'm looking orthopedic implants, sales marketing. Also, I'm looking regulatory departments as uh, a company. What say that is a company's representative on behalf of the regulatory. So today I'm going to discuss the role of biomedical field in the medical devices. That means how biomedical field is correlate with the medical devices. So you all know very well what uh, biomedical devices is. Now today I'm going to discuss regarding the types of medical devices, means how many types of medical devices are there. So there are so many types of medical devices are there. One is the diagnostic devices, therapeutic devices, life support devices, rehabilitation devices, sterilization and disinfection devices, emergency and critical care devices, surgical and medical instruments, wearable devices, medical consumables and disposables, in vitro diagnostic devices, it is also known as the short form IVDs, radiation therapy equipments, software and digital help tools, and last but not least is the assistive devices. These all are the different types of medical devices which is in our field, that is a medical devices field. So on basis of this all these medical devices, now we will discuss that how medical devices and biomedical science are correlated each others. So I mentioned some of the points over here. So let discuss. First one is foundation. Means how these words foundation are correlated with medical science and medical devices. So biomedical science provides the fundamental knowledge of human biology, physiology, and pathology that underpins medical devices development. So this is the very first stage. If you want to uh, develop any of the medical devices, then biomedical science play a vital role. Means because biomedical science engineer having the in-depth knowledge of human biology, physiology, and pathology. So based on that, you can decide that which types of medical devices, or say what are the requirements for the development of the medical devices. Second things is innovations. That means the discoveries in the biomedical science often lead to a new ideas for medical devices or improvements to existing one. Means day by day, just like our cell phone, there is new versions are coming, 3G, 4G, 5G, 1 GB RAM, 2 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB, like that. In medical devices also, there is always new inventions are coming into existence. So these all are due to the biomedical science. They will innovate the new things. Next one is material. In biomedical is an one type of research that will introduce the new material. So far as medical device is concerned, and if we especially discuss about the orthopedic field, there are so many materials. Implantable materials means that is SS316L, titanium, LVM, peak material. Then after cobalt chromium, that is COCR materials. Then after nowadays bioabsorbable materials are also there. So these all are the different types of material which are used to manufacture the implantable medical devices. So biomedical research inform the development of biocompatible and functional material used in the medical devices. So again here a biomedical engineer play a vital role to introduce the new materials. Then design. Many important things is design, right? Any of the medical devices, the design is very important stage. So understanding of biological system guides the design and functionality of the medical devices to ensure they work effectively with the human body. Because if you want to introduce any types of medical devices, then you have to develop a design in such a way that what are the design you are going to implement in the market, this must be according to the human body. So this is a design part. After design, the first manufacturing sample, that is known as the testing. That is biomedical science principles are used to evaluate the safety of medical devices through in vitro and in vivo testing. So nowadays there are so many rules and regulations are there regarding the testing. Suppose biocompatibility testing, then after mechanical testing. So there are so many testings are needed so far as regulatory part is concerned. So again, this biomedical engineer plays a vital role over here. Then next one is the integration. So advanced medical devices often incorporate biomedical sensor or use of biomedical makers for diagnostic or therapy. Integration means combination. Advanced medical devices often incorporate biomedical sensors or use of biological marker for diagnostic or the therapy. Next is the personalization. So biomedical data helps in creating devices tailored to individual patient need or specific medical conditions. That is also known as the patient specific or say customized implants. Now there are so many companies are there who will manufacture only customized implants according to the patient. So again there is a new research and developments in nowadays. There are so many companies are going to provide different types of what say implants which is patient specific, right? Next correlation is regarding the regulatory compliance. So biomedical knowledge inform regulatory standards and testing protocols for medical devices. Then how different types of protocols are to be there to check the standards or say testing the particular medical devices. Then advancement is there also there. That is a progress in both the fields is often synergistic. New devices enable further biomedical research, which in turn leads to the more advanced devices. Means if one existing medical devices are there, and again if you want to change anything or say if you want to do the advance in existing, then that is an advancement. Then last one is clinical application. So biomedical science helps in understanding how medical devices interact with the body in real world clinical settings, leading to the ongoing improvements. That is one terms is there that is known as the PMCF, that is post-market clinical follow-ups. So far as regulatory department is concerned, means if any implant is implanted in the patient body, then according to the regulatory requirements, manufacturer has to submit the PMCF form, that is post-market clinical follow-up. That means after implantation, how is the results, how is the improvements of these fractures in the patient body. So that is known as the clinical applications, right? So this, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, anyone is hearing properly?
Yes, sir. Your voice is clearly, sir.
Yes. So now we'll discuss about the role of the biomedical engineering in the medical devices industry. How one biomedical engineering play a role in the medical device industry. So according to me, they serve as a bridge between the worlds of engineering and medicine, applying their unique skill set to develop, improve, and maintain medical devices. Means if any medical devices is to be developed, there must be some part or say so many roles of the biomedical engineering, because they are the backbone of this medical devices industries, because according to their skill set, they can develop and improve and maintain the existing medical devices. So let's see how many different areas where biomedical engineers can play a vital role. So I will give some different work area where biomedical engineer can play a role. First one is research and developments. So according to this words research and development, so conceptualize new medical devices based on clinical needs, conduct feasibility studies for the new technologies, collaborate with the scientists to translate biomedical research into practical applications. Means main research and development part is below 100% belongs to the biomedical engineering. Then after research, the second stage of design and prototyping. So they will create the detailed design for the medical devices according to the research that yes, these are the implants or say devices we want to manufacture. So first of all, it is mandatory to draw the design and then after write the prototypes. So create the detailed design for the medical devices, develop and test prototypes, and optimize design for the manufacturability and usability. So then after design and prototype, they will produce piece according to the prototypes and design. Then after they will do the testing and validation, so whether it is according to the designs or not. So third point is testing and validation. So design and conduct experiment to the test device efficacy and safety, analyze test results and make necessary modifications, ensure devices meet the regulatory standards and perform specification. Means your design and your final output that must be same. Means what we want to uh, uh, do the manufacturer is according to the design and prototype what we write, is this okay or not. That means this is the validation. They will cross validate it whether this manufactured implant or devices is according to our design and prototype or not. Then next is a clinical trials. So once medical devices is manufactured, now it's a time to trial in the human body. So it will assist in designing clinical trials for the new devices, analyze and interpret data from trials, provides technical support during the clinical testing phase. So if any new medical devices, if you want to introduce into the market, so it is mandatory to give the clinical trials. So without clinical trials, one cannot manufacture or say one cannot share this particular implants or devices into the market without any clinical trials. That yes, we'll do the clinical trials and these are the results, that is the clinical follow-ups. So any of the implants or implantable devices or any of the medical devices must have a strong clinical follow-up. Then and only you can put into the market to use it in the to the patients. Then along with this, regulatory compliance is also play a vital role. So ensure the devices meet the FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration regulations and international standards. For example, ISO or CE or any other MDs, SAP. There are so many certifications are there. So your uh, devices must be ensure the regulations which is selected by the regulatory bodies. Then prepare technical documentation for regulatory submissions and stay updated on changing regulations and adapt design accordingly. Then manufacturing support is also a part of the biomedical engineering, that is develop and optimize manufacturing process, ensure quality control in production, and troubleshoot the manufacturing issues. Next topic is post-market surveillance. That is monitor devices performance after market release. Once it is okay that yes, clinical trial is okay, then now you ensure that yes, this medical device is ready to use in the market. So once it really goes into the market, now that is your duty to monitor the performance. That is known as the post-market surveillance. Once then analyze the user feedback and device related incidents. Means uh, uh, if it is orthopedic implant, that must be implanted in the patient body, or if it is any machineries or any machines, then it is used by the doctor. So that is your duty to take the feedbacks from the doctors regarding this market, that is known as the market surveillance. So nowadays regulatory body is very strict regarding this PMS and PMCF, that is post market surveillance and post market clinical follow-ups. Then next is a interdisciplinary collaborations that work with the clinicians to understand the medical needs and gather user requirements. Means if you want to manufacture any customized implants, then you have to work with the clinicians and the medical needs, that what are the types of the requirements, which type to be implants or say medical devices you expect. Then collaborate with the material scientists, electrical engineers, and software developers also. Different materials are to be used. See, I so far as implantable devices, that is orthopedic implant is concerned, there is 3-4 materials are there, but there are I in my previous slide I already discussed that there are so many types of medical devices are there. So for that, different types of materials are to be used. So again, you have to collaborate with the material scientists, that is this material is according to the medical devices implantable, or it is a medical grade materials or not. Then next topic is emerging technologies and integrations. So incorporate AI. Now you all know very well that upcoming era is of AI, artificial intelligence. So there are so many machines nowadays are coming. So machine learning and data analytics into the medical devices, just like robots. It is an example of AI, right? Then explore the applications of nanotechnology and biomaterials. So day by day now there is a time to give the new invention to the market, to the healthcare market, regarding the AI technology, nanotechnology, and different types of biomaterials. Next topics is regarding the training and supports. So after develop implants, then that is also a role of in biomedical engineering to give the training support, that is develop training materials for the devices user. That means how this device is to be used, what are the precautions, what are the rules, norms you have to follow at the time of using this. That means you have to give the training to the healthcare professionals, and if it is customized then to the patients also. Provide the technical support and troubleshooting guidance, conduct workshops and training sessions on devices use and maintenance. Next one is continuous improvements. So stay updated on the latest biomedical research and engineering advancements. Propose and implement devices, upgrades and improvements. Contribute to the company's intellectual property through patent and innovations. Means you have to take care regarding the new innovations in terms of material, in terms of technology, in terms of any new devices, that which are the different devices or which are the new materials are coming in the up or say or upcoming in very short time. So that is your duty to give yourself update day by day. Then next one is cost and efficiency optimization. That is also because see, so far as our domestic market, that is Indian market is concerned, and I am working as a sales professional, so I know very well that India is becoming now cost conscious, right? All these states are having the different cost scenario. Some of the states are very poor, some of the states are very rich. So you have to manufacture, design, and uh, you have to give the output in such a way that the final results or the final medical devices must be cost effectively. That means it must be affordable to the old different region. So analyze and optimize the cost effectiveness of the devices, improve device efficiency and performance, and balance cost consideration with clinical efficacy and safety. So, what are the topics we discussed regarding the correlation between the biomedical engineer and the medical devices? We can say that the biomedical engineers play a vital role in every stage of medical devices life cycle, starting from initial concept to market release and beyond. So, looking ahead, the future is bright with promise. Imagine a world where nanorobots patrol our bloodstream, where AI powered devices predict health issues before they arise, and where personalized medicine is the norms, not the exceptions. This isn't a fiction, it's the trajectory we are on, thanks to the powerful combination of biomedical knowledge and engineering innovation. You all know very well that I am from the orthopedic implant field. So I would like to give some latest trends in the orthopedic fields related to material, related to regulatory, related to implants. So first of all, nowadays the 3D printing and customization is the latest trend in orthopedic fields. That is, advance in the 3D printing are revolutionizing orthopedic implants by allowing for highly customized implants tailored to individual patients. So this is the latest trends, and all the students, I request to all the students that at least whenever you are have the free times, go through the Google or go through the different sites from where you can gain the different knowledge regarding the how 3D printings works, what are the implants or say medical devices are manufactured or say affected by the 3D printing, so that you can update your knowledge regarding the 3D printings. Second is according to the material, biodegradable materials. See, that is totally different. There is an increasing interest in the biodegradable orthopedic implants which naturally degrade into the body over the times, eliminating the needs for the follow-up surgeries to remove the implants. If any other implants is implanted, for example, if it is stainless steel implants or titanium implants or cobalt chromium implants, maybe after some times you require to remove it. But these are the material as mentioned over here that it must be degrade into the body. There is no need to remove implants. After certain times, this particular material is degrade, and especially this material are to be used in the arthroscopic implants. If you see over here, there is some ACL screws are there, right? So in nowadays, because this material is very costly, and what are the final implants is also costly, means all the patient cannot afford the cost so far as Indian territory is concerned. But yes, day by day, the use of this degradable material is coming into existence. Means so far as metro cities are concerned, where patient are what say with the insurance or patient is aware that yes, what are the uses of this material, means for the implantation, whatever the cost is, again the same cost you have to pay for the uh, removal of the material also. So there is a double cost. While there are advantages of this material, that this will degrade automatically. The next advancements in the orthopedic field is robotic assist surgery. This especially for the hip and knee joint. So robotic is becoming a game changer in orthopedic surgery, particularly for the joint replacement. Right. So joint replacement is a critical surgery where orthopedic surgeon have to give some cuts to remove the original bone and to implant the TKR, that is total knee replacement. So robot will assist you the exactly the degree of cuts that will cut in such a way that your original implants must be fit accordingly the patient bone, because see left leg or right leg, left hand or right hand, you know very well that all the bones are different, right? This curvature is different, so it will cut the automatically. So nowadays, so many MNC, even one or two Indian companies are also introduced its robot to do the surgery for the knee replacement. So these are the latest advancements in the then next one, in so far as implant is concerned, that is MIS, minimally invasive system. So this shift towards the minimally invasive surgeries is continuing in orthopedic implant procedures. MIS techniques reduce recovery time, pain, and risk of the complications, driving demand for smaller and more advanced implant designed for this procedure. See, minimally invasive techniques means, suppose for the bone fracture, if any doctor want to do the surgery of the lock plates, then suppose plate is 3 hole or 4 hole or 6 hole, means doctor can do the what say uh, uh, incision. That means they will open this 3-inch, 4-inch or 5-inch of your body where your exact fracture is. That is a open surgery. While in MIS means minimally invasive, they will cut only 1 inch or 1/2 inch only. So from this part only they will introduce the implants. So nowadays this concept is very much wider use. Either it is a spine implants or even a nailing implants or even a plating implant. So this is a new technology, or say doctors demand that yes, I want to do the MIS surgeries. So far as regulatory requirements is concerned, there is a new changes that is known as the EU MDR, that is European Union's medical devices regulation, which come into full effect starting from the May 2021, has imposed stricter requirements for orthopedic implants manufacturers, including rigorous pre-market approvals and post-market surveillance. As I discussed previously, means there is a requirements of PMS and PMCF, that is post-market surveillance and post-market clinical follow-ups. They will give the strict regulation on this. So this is means if you want to learn much more regarding this regulation, you can get so many sites, or say you can get so many different materials on the Google. You will search this regarding MDR, that is medical devices regulations. Along with this MDR, one more regulatory requirements is that there is UDI, that is known as the unique devices identification. If you see in my labels, there is a UDI, some numbers are there over here. So that is used for the globally. There is a strong push towards UDI system to improve the traceability. See, words traceability means you can trace the implants. This system helps identify and track each implants, ensuring better monitoring for recalls and adverse events. If any material is implanted into the patient body, and if there is a contraindications or any issues are there, so how manufacturer can know that? See, manufacturer will manufacture a number of batches. So how they will ensure that which batch is a defective one? So it depends on this UDI numbers. They will trace this implant, and which implants means this UDI. According to this UDI number, they will trace all this detail, that this device contains which materials it will manufacturing on which day, on which machine, it will sold to the which local dealers, or dealers will give the data that this material must be implanted in so and so hospitals. So this is known as the traceability. So depends on that, they will, if they want to recall, we hear so many times that so and so car company recalls his cars because there are some issues. So how they can ensure that which batch is means rejected. So in our medical devices, there is a new rules are coming that is known as UDI. So nowadays it is mandatory to print the UDI code. This is the totally unique number. This will not be repeated to any other one. All the UDI number is an unique, right? So this is also new inventions are going to means implement the market. So my final conclusion is that as we stand at the cusp of these remarkable advancements, let's embrace the challenges and opportunities ahead, knowing that our work today is shaping the healthcare of tomorrow. Thank you very much. Now, if you have any questions, or if you want to ask any question, you may ask.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful session, sir, and then casually taken the session, sir. And then what are the advancement in orthopedics that's great, sir.
See, I will share the PDF of this, whatever you seen in the screen. I will share the PDF. You can share among your all the students, right? And if you have any,
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
if you have any queries to any of the students, you can give my mail ID. You can whatever your query is, just mail me. I will try my level best to ensure the and to give your result of your queries. So meanwhile, if you have any queries regarding my slides or regarding this field, actually I want to know from you that is there is any topics where you can find the new things, or can you ensure that whatever the topics I discuss over here, it is a new, or say from that you can get some knowledge.
Yes, sir. We are getting lots of knowledge, sir.
See, there are so many depths. If we can take the lectures number of days, then also see there is an like C. Whatever the topics, suppose in orthopedics, if we start the discussion regarding materials, or say regarding this different implants, means which implants is implanted on which way, what are the body parts, some proximal, distal, lateral, anterior, superior. There are so many topics are there. So depends on your interest, we can discuss these things. So now if you have any questions, any
Sir, sir, and then two more questions in the chat box, sir.
yeah,
Can I read,
yeah,
sir?
tell me.
What type of work and a role in biomedical engineer in orthopedic implant? 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Sir, what type of work and a role in biomedical engineer in biodegradable implants, sir? Sir, I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir. Some issues from my end. Yeah, tell me now.
Yeah, okay, sir. What type of work and a role in biomedical engineer in biodegradable implant?
See, biodegradable implants, then see, biodegradable is a material type, right? So actually, this material is not manufactured in India. It is totally imported materials. So this material, after this is the raw material types, and from this material manufacturer can manufacture the final implants. That is a one type of biodegradable is a raw material type, just like stainless steel, titanium, cobalt, chromium, PEEK. So degradable is a material type.
Thank you, sir. And then another one more question is there, sir.
Yeah.
Post-market surveillance and a software digital medical device not known very well. Can you explain again, sir?
Okay. Which one?
Post-market surveillance and
Post-market surveillance. Yes. See, according to the name, post-market, that means after market, right? So, hello?
yes, sir.
Yeah, post-market means once your medical device is ready to do the clinical work into the market. So suppose you manufacture one devices and you sell to one doctors or say one dealers. So you take the trial at your end, but you don't know what are the feedbacks of the end users, right? We are not the end user. Who are the end user? Either it in our medical devices end user is a surgeon. Suppose we take an example of some for example robots. Who will operate the robots? Surgeon. So it is a part of manufacturer, or say it is a part of the medical that is biomedical engineering to take the feedback, sir, that what are the feedbacks, whether it is user friendly, whatever the purpose of your is served by this robot or not, means to take the feedbacks. That is known as the post market surveillance.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and second question.
And then software digital medical devices not known very well, sir. Can you again say,
software,
sir? Sir, both are one question, sir. Post-market surveillance and software digital medical devices not known
yes,
very well.
software medical means, see, in medical devices also there are, you have to use some softwares. For example, see, in robots is an hardware, while AI means artificial intelligence means some software is there to use the robots. So this is a so there is a combination of software and hardware which will work. So this is an software, right? Robot cannot work its own way. How robots can work depends on the software. So this software means this will give the command to the hardware that do this like this. So software and hardware, when they will combine the work, they will give the final output, means expected output. This is the software based instruments, software based medical devices.
Thank you, sir. And then another one more.
Yeah.
Another one more question from the participants, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Which material mostly now prescribed for orthopedic implants, sir? How this kind of material facing during the CT MRI scan taking, sir? How the bioactive materials are using now by using 3D printing technology? Can you share experience, sir?
Yeah, very good question. Who are the raise this question? See, nowadays, if anything can happen, then our surgeon will tell that go for the CT scan or go for the MRI, right? So if any implant is implanted in your body, then it must be MRI compatible. So so far as orthopedic implants is concerned, commonly used material is stainless steel 316L. That is a grade name, SS 316L, and which is not MRI compatible. While other material is that is known as the titanium. So titanium material is 100% MRI compatible. Even COCR, that is cobalt chromium, or say PEEK material, PEEK, that is polyether ketone. That is a one type of plastic material that is also used for the uh, arthroscopy implants and some of the spinal implants means to manufacture the cages. This material also a MRI compatible materials. So depends on the use and depends on the that is what say it's risk factor. See, spine, arthroscopy, they all are the very risky, right? So there is a use of in spine that is 100% MRI compatible material is to be used. While in trauma, nails or plate that is okay, but nowadays most probably the patient who know very well, who are literate, they will always prefer that MRI compatible material are to be implanted in my body. But so far as government agencies means government hospital are concerned, they cannot give the titanium material due to the cost. They will use only SS material. Got it?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Any question?
And then another one more question is
Yeah.
there, sir. How to search the company-based IPR information to learn and update the upcoming innovative product launch, sir?
Yes, that is also a good one. See, there are lots of exhibitions are there. Actually, see, it is not possible to participate, or say it is not possible to go to the exhibitions of the to the students, right, where they can see the different types of implant. But nowadays, all the companies' website, they will display over there that this is upcoming products, this is upcoming products, we are going launch soon. Depends on your interest. See, in medical devices, orthopedic, even in orthopedic implants, there is a different types of four division: trauma division, spine division, arthroscopy division, then joint division, right? So that is known as the trauma, but there is a sub part. Trauma means that is nailing and plating, which is used for the trauma surgeries. Then for the spinal implants, to cure the spine surgeries. Then for the sports medicine injuries, one can use the arthroscopic implants. And for the hip joint, knee joint, shoulder joint, elbow joints, there is these all are the joints where joint implants are to be used. So if you visit the company's website, from there also you can get the knowledge. Or I recommend to all the students that kindly open your account in the LinkedIn, because this is a I like this platform very much, because there are so many companies are there in the medical devices field who can uh, update their product portfolio over LinkedIn. Then yes, we are going to launch these, or say if any adverse effect, even some so many doctors are also there, they will post the x-rays, that is pre-op and post-op, that is known as pre-operative x-ray, means before implantation, and post-operative x-ray, that is known as the post-op, means before implant some fracture, means these are the fractures, then to cure these fractures I use these implants, and these are the my conclusion regarding this. So you can get the knowledge regarding the upcoming products, or say current scenario in LinkedIn also, even in companies websites also, or some sites also are there. I will share with you once I search, I have some list, I will share with you. From there you can get the knowledge regarding upcoming products, or say upcoming technology, upcoming materials, like that. Got it?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable answer to the participants, sir. And once again, thank you for accepting our invitation also,
Thank
sir.
you very much. It's my pleasure that I'm sharing my knowledge with my dear students. See, I always love to teach the students, even whenever I got the time. I always teach to my dealers also, my dealers, means OT staff also. I'm sharing the knowledge, because see, if you share your knowledge, then that is and vice versa. That is not one way. That is two-way communication. Right? You will get some knowledge with the help of this thing. So once you share your knowledge, there is always a chance of upgradation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank
That
you,
is
sir.
my honor to be over here along with you.
Thank you, sir. In future also, I will invite you, sir.
100%, 100%. Whenever you require my help from my side, I'm always over here to give my knowledge and to share with the students.
Thank you so much, sir.
Any questions?
Sir, I think there is no question from the participants, sir.
Yeah, so thank you very much, dear colleagues, professionals, and students. I wish you all the best. And I really, it's an honor to me here to share my knowledge. Once again, thank you very much. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Next, I call upon Mr. Mohammed Sahil, training officer, and then senior researcher, and then biomedical trainer at ATHEENAPANDIAN Private Limited, to call upon our next chief guest.
It's my honor to invite our next guest speaker, respected Mr. Gopinath sir. He had a professional experience with over 17 years of experience in the medical equipment industry, specializing in service, R&D, and remote service. Particularly in earlier stages of his career, he worked as a field service engineer at Siemens Healthineers in 2007. He gained hands-on experience with cutting-edge technologies such as CT, MRI, PET scan, CT, and cyclotron. In 2011, he transitioned to Philips, where he took on senior position roles, including managing MRI services, technical escalations, site planning, and installations. Since 2016, Gopinath sir has been based in Philips Global R&D Center in Bangalore, where he serves as an architect and global support specialist for MRI remote services. He is an expert in proactive and predictive maintenance. He is a passionate about shaping the future of medical equipment services, driving innovations in remote, proactive, and predictive services models that enhance healthcare delivery globally. His expertise in cutting edge remote monitoring technologies ensures that healthcare providers are equipped with the best tools to maintain equipment reliability and operation efficiency. So once again, we APPLT team, we invite user. So welcome user.
Hi all. My name is Gopinath. I'll start with my introduction and continue with my journey, what happened in my career, education. Then we will reach out to the areas what I wanted to cover, that is remote services and proactive monitoring. See, I am from a electronic engineering background. So I got position in Siemens in 2007, as mentioned. So I was working on various imaging products such as CT, EMR, then PET CT, then cyclotron, gamma camera, linear accelerator. So I covered almost all the machines for more than 4+ years. Then I was working with Philips from 2011. So where I was covering mostly MRI and CT. Then from then I was a technical team lead for MRI services, where I was handling installations, site planning, as well as escalation management for the regions. And I was working as a remote service engineer as well during the period. And then 2016, I moved to Global R&D Center in Philips Bangalore, that is Innovation Center in Bangalore, as a subject matter expert for remote services and proactive monitoring. So currently, I'm working as an architect for remote services, improving the remote services as well as proactive monitoring content creations. So this is my background overall, and I wanted to cover my basic educations and how I ended up having different certifications and qualifications, which will be helpful for you because you are just starting up your career. So how did I made my selection in having my education or certification? So first thing, hope everyone can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Your voice is
Yeah.
audible, sir.
Yeah. The first thing, it does not mean that you need to go into a particular profile. For example, service or R&D, it depends on your interest. So the first thing you need to make sure to find out what is your interest. In my case, from my childhood, I used to be interested in services or electronic services. For example, if I find a radio in my home, Even if it is working, I'll try to open it up. Just for curiosity, I used to do that. So I had a lot of interest in service. I find any electronic equipment, I used to get it open and make it not working. So, and I need to get it corrected. That's kind of a challenge for me in my childhood. So I wanted to work on a service industry, especially when I started my studies, and I found that the campus recruitments are happening. Then I found that there are many companies coming in, but Siemens was one of the company which was offering the services domain jobs. So I wanted to join there, and I got it selected luckily. Then I started gaining experience on various products. And one of the question that you have, I've seen this question from many of the people: where will you find the training materials? If you come to the service domain, you may not find any service trainings. Especially if you say Philips, if you want to learn about Philips MRI service, you may not find an open source information or document on online or Google. So that is having a lot of challenges, because if a training document or a service document is published outside, anybody can do the service. Then there is no value for the organization, right? As an OEM. So once Philips is selling a product, they like when we are selling a product, then we need to service that product. We cannot make the service documentation open source. So if you want to have a deep technical knowledge on the service, then you may not get it in Google, or you may not get it online. So you need to get into an organization where they will provide you the training, and there are most of the organizations are providing a great online training in terms of technical contents. And one more thing I want to mention: I don't have any presentations as such, but I will reach out to one video and one of the open source information that Philips is providing. I'll reach out there when we reach the journey there. Yeah. Then in when I moved to Philips from Siemens, then we had a lot of challenging atmosphere where we had a lot of installations going on. Then that is the kind of experience that we can learn from an organization, rather than just looking into some kind of online resources. We may not get it online. You might get some of the basics, like what are the kind of protocols, what are the systems, what is the systems available, what is the configuration. This kind of marketing or sales related information, you might get it online, but other than that, technical documentations, you may not get it. So it's as per organizational policies. Yeah. Then when I moved in Philips, then I found that one of my main certification which I have done, this is not done because I wanted to do it just like that, just for not for a namesake. There was a certification, you might be aware of that. That is Six Sigma Green Belt. That is one of the certification that is useful. I did not do it just for a certification, because that was helping my career or my work in the organization. So we had some of the projects which was running internally in Philips. So I enrolled in that, and then we had a team to work on that. Then I could complete the project and get the green belt certification when I was working as a senior field service engineer. That is one of the certification. Then later, when I took over as the technical team lead or technical manager, then I found MBA might be helpful. So I have done an MBA in operations management, which was management is basically managing operations in a company. So when I was reaching in that stage, I found it is useful. Then I did MBA. Then later, when I moved to R&D center in Bangalore as subject matter expert, then there are a lot of things which will change when you move from a field service domain to R&D organization. Then we might require some kind of skills on the software. So I had some basics on software. That is, we do quite a bit of data science things, which is for proactive monitoring. So I have done some of my basic courses on SQL, R, and Python. These are the languages which I was completely new. I never had any experience on that. I never had any coding experience till then. That is almost for 10 years of my experience. I never had any software experience. So I had my basics on that. So that is helping me in the current environment, current domain, or current work profile. I'm not doing any kind of extensive coding, but it's always important to understand and verify the codings, or whenever people are approaching you with a program or with a code. That's one thing. Then Later, I have done few more certifications, which is one is DFS, Design for Service. I'll let you know why I have done that, and Service Innovation Practitioner. These are internal courses that Philips is providing. You may not find it outside. So these are extensive courses where we need to put a lot of effort and work on the projects, then write an exam and get it. That's about my background. These are my basic certifications. I don't have an experience. I don't have a feeling that you should do a lot of certification when you are just finishing your main education. Then uh, get loaded with so many certifications, and then you don't know how to use it and when to use it. So once you have anything full time, yeah, you can finish your full time. Then go ahead with your job and understand what is your interest first of all. Then get aligned with what are the things going to help you in your career. That is what is going to help. I do quite a bit of programs on that. I do run some one-to-one or early professional buddy programs. These kind of things I run it, and that's about my career and certifications. You can reach out to me in my LinkedIn or in my email if you need any kind of help. So coming back to my topic, this is about my basic education certification and why I have done those certifications. And coming back to the topic, remote services. Yeah, whenever we are doing the service on field, we always end up having, you would have heard from your seniors or teachers or whoever is working on field service. It's always a emergency nature in terms of work. When the system is down, whenever you are at home, maybe in the evening, you might get a call from the customer care or from the site, from the hospital, that system is down. So you might have to travel to the site and then get it repaired. So emergency is the nature of the work when it is on the field service, especially on medical devices. When we reached the stage of lockdown and scenarios where we had a lot of issues with traveling to the sites, you might be aware of that. Even in Philips, there are a lot of colleagues who got troubles traveling to the site. It was huge challenge. Then we had remote services. We are doing remote services for a long time. We are having proactive services from 2013 or 12 or 13. I joined slightly later in 2016 in the team. So during the COVID, it is very difficult to travel to the site. So we need to have a lot of tools and data to get the issues resolved remotely and even proactively. Meaning that when a field service engineer is at site, so he is working on a problem. For example, he is replacing a CT tube, for example. So he replaces a CT tube and he come back to home. And then later he found that there is a software issue on the same system. So it is again you need to travel to the site, maybe immediately or the next day you need to travel to the site. There is that is a point where we have a lot of importance for proactive monitoring is coming in picture. When an engineer is going to site, he should be aware of all the issues on site, even though it is not disturbing the system. Even the system is not creating any problem, system is not down, it is not broken down, and even the user, the technician, does not know about the issue in the system. But in the back end, we are analyzing quite a lot of data to find out what are the issues on field, and field engineer is aware of the issues when he is going to the site. He might be able to resolve 10, maybe 10 or 15 issues in one visit. He has gone for one issue and he might be able to solve another few more issues before the system goes down. That is what is called proactive monitoring. I'll share the screen with the video. This is an open source information that is available in the Philips YouTube page. I'll share the screen now. Let me know once you can see the screen.
Yeah, sir, sure, sir.
Let me know. I am sharing it. I think it's popped up in my screen. Yeah.
Yeah, sir, it is visible, sir.
Yeah. This is a video. Let me know if you are able to hear the audio as well. So you can follow this page, Philips Healthcare in YouTube, and LinkedIn. In LinkedIn also, Philips is very active. There are a lot of webinars. I heard Shailesh talking about the webinars. Every company is organizing so many webinars for the open world, for the technicians, for biomedicals. So you can follow LinkedIn page of Philips. So you might find a lot of webinars coming up, and there is a lot of free trainings coming up. You can just enroll them and then get it done. This
Okay,
is
sir. Sure,
just let me know you are able to see the screen. I know that, but just let me know you are able to hear the audio.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
You can hear it, right? You can hear the audio, right?
No, sir. Only video is visible, sir. Not audio.
Okay, just a moment. I don't know why is it happening. I
is the number.
Now you can hear.
Yeah, yes, sir.
One most pressing need amongst hospitals. Exam cancellations, workflow disruptions, and backlogs are critical issues for both hospitals and patients. They require imaging equipment to be ready and operational when they need it. System failures can create disruptive, unplanned downtime that impacts the whole process. When a system fails unexpectedly, the hospital contacts their local customer care service center and reports the problem. The local customer care center will then run diagnostics remotely to identify the problem. If possible, they will rectify the issue remotely. However, if the problem needs a site visit, then a field engineer is dispatched to fix the issue. All of this takes time, meaning rescheduling of patients and a disruption of the hospital's operation. So what if we could anticipate when a problem will occur and rectify it before a failure happens? That's what we call remote services, using proactive service delivery. Here's how it works. Our remote customer care team services constantly monitors your equipment by analyzing the machine data from the installed base around the world. This data allows us to identify specific indicators and set alerts if a potential failure occurs in the near future. Once we have been alerted on a possible system degradation, we determine the required service action. Contact the hospital and run remote diagnostics to determine the next steps, remote resolution, or schedule maintenance. If possible, we will rectify the issue remotely without any noticeable disturbance to your workflow. However, if a potential hardware failure has been identified, we contact the hospital to schedule the required maintenance outside your regular clinical working hours or incorporate it into your equipment planned maintenance plan. We aim to keep your equipment up and running to the max. What does this mean for you? A seamless, efficient, and uninterrupted workflow. By moving from reactive call handling and service response to proactive maintenance, we assist in reducing system downtime so that equipment is ready when your patients need it. Remote Services provides a seamless, efficient, and uninterrupted workflow and is part of the Aiming for Zero initiative. Innovation and you. Philips.
Yeah, this is about the remote services and especially on the proactive service domain. I can share this link with you. And there are a few more links related to the proactive service. There are so many pages, material to read. You can go through them whenever you have time. And there are a couple of links. There is one more video as well. That's quite a long video. You cannot play it now. It's almost half an hour video. So better not to do that now. I'll share the link. So you'll understand what is remote services and proactive services. So this particular domain is getting enhanced every day, and this is going to be the future of the service because we require proactive services so that system does not go down. Because these hospitals need to run patient scans. So if the patient, if the machine is down, then they cannot do the scan, right? And especially these many cases might be emergency. There might be some emergency patient scan need to be done. If the system is down all of a sudden, then hospital cannot do the scan. Then there is a lot of emergency on this particular topic. So what we do is we just analyze the data remotely, pull out the data from the system, and then analyze and predict what is a hardware or what is a software domain or what is a particular module is going to fail, then we do the remote services if possible, or send an FSC, send a field engineer to site and get the issue resolved before the system goes down, including sometimes it can be including a spare part replacement before even the customer knows about the issue. So that's how we do that. And I'm not sharing it anymore. So you can go through the links whenever you have time. If you have any clarifications or doubt, you can get in touch with me. I'm very active in LinkedIn, and I do run some program for one-to-one or group programs for early professionals as well as students in biomedical domain, only for medical imaging domains, services and R&D. Yeah, you can let me know if you have any questions, queries. I didn't have a PPT or presentation because I just want to cover my journey as well as the certifications and how is it helping me, and what I'm doing currently and what Philips is doing as a organization in terms of proactive and remote monitoring.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your sharing your excellent knowledge, and then what are the things you do and then you share to the students is very excellent, sir.
Any questions on the domain or related to the topic?
Participants, if you have any doubts, kindly ask to the sir. Sir, if as a fresher, how we enter into the Philips and then someone tier 1 company, sir?
Yeah, the best possibility is to have an internship. I just you can see the Philips career page, or if, for example, any other company. If you're having campus recruitment, it is well and good. Many of the colleges are having campus recruitment. So if you are, since biomedical is a separate domain now, most of the colleges are having biomedical as an aggressive domain now, since demand is quite high. So the people, the companies, organizations are taking people from the biomedical courses itself as a campus recruitment. So only thing is that you need to find your interest. That's the first thing. If you are very good at coding, for example, excellent at coding, then there is no point that you are going and working as a field service engineer. I have a lot of experience with my colleagues, ex-colleagues, who are very good at coding and then ended up joining with me in the organization, and they found it is very much not interesting. Actually, they got bored because you need to travel to the site and you might have to work in the night, you might have to travel during the holidays, and then they are not at all interested. After 1 year, they felt they made a wrong decision joining the company. Then it will be very tough to change your organization later, as long as your first job is very important. So make sure that you are going to get in a company where your domain of interest is aligned. If you are very good at coding, you wanted to be in coding, then you need to try to attend the internship opportunities in that domain, or whenever you are having campus recruitment, try to go to the profile where you are having software engineer or R&D engineer or service integration kind of profile, or data scientist kind of a domain. Coming back to your question about how will you get, if you are not having campus recruitment, you need to aggressively follow up on company's career page. There are so many internship opportunities which comes up every quarter. This is what I observed during my last 17 years. Every quarter there will be multiple projects. I have seen Abdul from Philips was presenting a couple of days back. I know him personally. I have seen him multiple times in our company, and he's also working with MRSSD. It's somewhat kind of my department. So he was mentioning that there was not much of internship or students that he worked with, but there are PIs or program increments or projects which will get started mostly during the quarter, starting, or every quarter there might be some opportunities which is going to come in. So project managers or the department heads will call for internship opportunities in the start of the quarter or by end of the quarter. So you need to look for, you need to find out which are the companies that you want to look for. For example, Siemens, Philips, GE, Scanray, whatever the medical companies that you have in your mind, just list it out. Then follow the company pages aggressively, especially on quarter end and start of the quarter. And for example, January starting and March end and April first week. These are the timing that you will most of the time find internship opportunities, because most of the quarter starting or quarter end new projects or new programs will be starting. Then they might ask for internship opportunities. If you would have seen my LinkedIn profile, I generally share internship opportunities from Philips. I cannot share for other companies, because whatever internship opportunity Philips is having, I generally share it in my LinkedIn feed, so that somebody will be, who is following can just apply for that and then get in. Either you can follow it in LinkedIn or you can follow the company page itself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable answer, sir. And then one more question in the chat box, sir. Can you share the R&D role requirement for the earlier career seekers, and what kind of software skills are mostly used in research and development now, sir?
Yeah, R&D require quite a lot of, it depends on where you are going to work. Like if you are looking into the quality and regulatory, I've seen somebody was presenting a couple of days back, the requirements are different. But if you are starting an early career, then it does not matter. That is what is my experience. If you are working on a Q&R and you are a biomedical student and passing out and you are just coming to a Q&R environment, but for cracking the interview, you should know the basics. What is the requirement for AERB requirements or IE or ISO requirements? Whatever the medical device related Q&R requirements, you should have some basic idea. You need not to go in deep. And especially coming to the R&D, which is having some coding requirements, especially like software engineer. Many biomedical students are working in Philips as a software engineer, as a they are developing the software or DevOps kind of an environment, where you should be having basics of your coding. Coding is basically can be any language, but you should have that idea of coding. Like you should have the skill to code. For example, C is a basic, C and C++ is a basic stuff in terms of coding. So if if in an interview, if somebody is asking you, most of the time you will get a call, you will get a basic question on C or C++. Probably that is basic. So they will not check what kind of language you know. They will just check your apt in coding skill. They will ask you to create a scenario, and then how are you calling the functions, how are you looping it around, those kind of things. It's kind of your skill in coding will be tested. It is not that you should have some deep knowledge on C or C++ or R or Python, that kind of things. When you're starting, it does not matter at all. As I said, it's about your interest. Most of the interviewers will check your interest now. They will see that whether you are really skillful to learn the things. It is not that you know everything. It is that your interest level is up to the mark, that when you are pulled in the organization, you should be able to learn it with your interest. It's only the basics. You don't have to know anything in detail. Especially on Q&R, yeah, you should know the basics. That is always important. That will help to just get roped in very quickly. But especially on software, yeah, C and C++ would be the thing as a basic. And if you are going to work on going to work as a data scientist, especially on big data domains, now there are a lot of internship is happening on big data, especially on data science domain. There, if you wanted to go in that domain, then you should probably look for R, SQL, and Python. These are the languages for data science domain. So if you have a great interest on that domain, then you should do some courses externally or do some online courses where you can really get skilled.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable answer to all the participants, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
I think there is no doubts for the participants, sir.
Sure.
Thank you so much for our accepting our invitation, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No worries. All the best, all of you. You'll have just keep learning. I still would suggest you once again, that you should go in a domain where you are too much interested. Don't go with don't go with the campus recruitment or seniors has got in some company in this domain. So just they got this package, so I want to go there. Don't do that. That is going to be one of the worst decisions that you guys are going to take. Find out your interest, then align your courses and trainings according to that. So once you are having interest, obviously the companies who are coming for the job recruitment will identify that. They are smart enough to identify your interest. You will be able to get trained or not. That is what is going to be checked. Once you are in the company and if you are having skills, your packages and salary packages and all will automatically come in. That is with your interest and your effort that you are going to put in. So the starting job should be of your interest. That is only key takeaway that I want to tell you. Once that is done, then you can slowly move up the ladder. That is not at all a problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. Do let me know. Keep in touch in LinkedIn if you want have any help. Do let me know on that.
Sure, sir. I will contact in future also, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to our expert today for sharing their expertise and then inspiring knowledge with their profound today. As we conclude today's session, tomorrow we have a day 5 session at 6:30 p.m. Thank you, participants, for your patience, and then thank you once again for participation. Thank you all.